I think it gives people like a place where they can fit in with a group that's an ensemble. It's bigger than what you would have with a clique or something. It's much more of like a secondary family, and it gives kids goals to achieve. Drama gives you a place where you can express yourself, and it teaches you how many different life things. Drama's taught me more about life than any other class possible. It teaches you how to work well with others, how to be part of an ensemble. It teaches you leadership skills. It's creative. It teaches you how to be creative and successful in life. What do I not love about drama? I think my favorite part of drama would have to be ensemble and that sense of family in a cast. That personally has led to the most amount of achievements in my life. Okay. The sense of family has given me the greatest amount of opportunities in my life that would not ever have been there had I not decided to be a part of drama. What do I like about drama? What don't I like about drama? I think my favorite part of drama is just the sense of ensemble and family in a cast. Just the friends you will make will lead to many, many opportunities.
Well, what makes us worth going to Scotland is we're a good ensemble. We're always focused, and a lot of the time for a lot of our deadlines, like whenever we have rehearsals or lines due by a certain day, we pretty much all the time have those deadlines met. And our togetherness as a cast, we have really good cooperation with each other, and that just makes us, I think, awesome. We always have our lines memorized by the deadline, and I think people should support our trip because it gives a lot of opportunity for a lot of kids who maybe can't afford to go overseas normally, and it gives especially the younger actors a lot of experience like acting on stage, because a lot of the time they won't face something like that again. I mean, they're flying overseas to perform at a major festival, and it gives us the chance to represent America in Scotland, which I think is a very great, amazing opportunity for us. And honestly, we really need the help with fundraising. We would not be able to do this without your generous donations. What I love about drama is it really brings people together and gives them an opportunity to maybe show a side of themselves that they can't show or are afraid to show normally. Like I remember before I did drama, I was kind of not really out there. I was more reserved, and now after a long time of doing it, I feel I can really be myself more around people, and it just really opened me up.
Okay, I am super excited to go to Scotland just for the fact that we are able to perform there in front of thousands of people at the biggest theater festival in, I think, the world, especially in Europe. But I don't know, just being able to go overseas with these castmates that I've known for years and to be able to share that experience with them is just crazy. I mean, some people are going to be graduating soon, so it's going to be like a really awesome like last hurrah for everyone who's going. Drama does so much for kids. Like, I know people who come to school and they're really shy otherwise, and then when they get to drama class, like they're just like the most outgoing people in the world, and it's so crazy to see them. Drama is a really great way to bring people together and to give people opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise, like to perform on stage in front of people and just to like do their best and be creative and like try new things without being afraid. The environment in drama is just so like giving and like loving and supportive, so everyone feels safe when they're in drama. The Bellevue High Drama Department was given the opportunity to go to Scotland to perform in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. And so we are going to be doing a musical there, and we're going to be performing that 4 times. We are going to Scotland. After the Fringe Festival, they asked us to submit a video, kind of like portraying how we perform and stuff. And so we submitted a video. And then out of 20,000 schools in North America, we were one of 40 to be chosen to go to Scotland. So, you know, we have this amazing opportunity that has been given to us, and we're so blessed for the chance to go. How this all started was we were asked by the Fringe Festival to submit a video kind of showcasing our talents, and once we submitted that video, we were chosen out of one of the thousands of high schools to be able to go. And so, yeah, we are so grateful to have this opportunity to go and perform in Scotland. I think the biggest thing I love about drama is just the supportiveness of the environment. So like everyone can go to drama and just be themselves and like really try new things and be out there, and you get to see people really like gain self-confidence in drama class, like with yourself and others, and you get to see people shine who didn't believe that they could before. So we're doing a lot of things to fundraise here at Bellevue. We just recently had 2 big events. One, we did a haunted house, which was during Halloween, and we all got dressed up and like acted as zombies and asylum patients and stuff, and we were scaring just people from the community who came to pay and came into our haunted house. Then we also did a dinner theater, which was a few weeks ago, and we basically wrote a lot of our own material and we performed it for people in a restaurant that was supporting us that night. And so yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff as a community to fundraise for this trip. This trip is important to us as a cast because it gives us the opportunity to show everyone what we have, which is a lot. I mean, we just got a new theater in our school, so this will be our first performance in that new theater. And I know we're all really excited just to show everyone what we have. And I mean, we'll be on the road, so it'll be a few challenges, but I feel like we'll come together as a cast and overcome those. This trip is important to our cast because it gives us the opportunity to demonstrate not only to ourselves and to our immediate community here, but basically overseas, like to the whole world, about how talented we are and how hard we work on our shows. And it really just gives us the opportunity to be recognized for all of our hard work that we've been giving in for the past years and stuff. It gives us the opportunity to be recognized for all the hard work that we put into all of our shows and all the stuff that we've been working on in the past few years.
I think that we are extremely qualified in what we do. I've been with the program for 4 years, my entire high school career, and from what I've seen through all the casts that I've been with, I think that we show a very dedicated ensemble and a very connected and powerful ensemble when we work together. And this show that I'm stage managing, I think will be very good. I think that our cast can pull it through, and I mean, even the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, the team that they said, hey, you guys can come and perform for us. I think that even shows more that, hey, we are a good cast and we can pull through for this festival. So, the show that we're going to be doing in Scotland, as well as here, is Return to the Forbidden Planet. It is a spin-off of the Shakespearean play The Tempest, and it also takes in elements and parts of the storyline from the actual movie Return to the Forbidden Planet. It's pretty interesting. I've looked at the script because I'm the stage manager, and I think our cast can fully do it and is fully qualified to do it. It is a tough script. However, I think we'll be able to pull it off, and do really well on it. So our goal for fundraising is $180,000, and that's a huge amount. But it's calculated out, of course. It's about $6,000 per person for the trip, which is a decent amount to pay for, a lifetime of experiences, in my opinion. It's a great experience. My drama teacher went last year just to go check it out, make sure it's all good. But he said it was great and it should be very full of life and experiences. But I think that our goal is set pretty perfectly, and what we're going for is just, we need the fundraising for airfare, hotel costs, meals, and the whole trip itself. We're going through an agency that does this for all of the high schools going, and it should really help us out. We desperately need it, so hopefully your generous donations will help us. So this trip to Scotland is very important to myself personally, just because after being here for 4 years in the same drama program, I've seen a lot of kids come and go, and they've all had relatively the same experience. However, I think that this trip will set a lot of us aside and say, these kids got to do it because of everyone else's efforts, and we've all contributed in a significant way. And I think it just shows that, we have put forth the effort, so I think we should get a little bit of reward. And I think just the entire efforts collectively as a whole, our drama program has done really well. And I think showing that to the world, as well as our high school, shows a lot of dedication to the program. So. So this trip going to Scotland is very important to me personally, just because after being in this program for 4 years, I feel like putting in so much effort and time in my life, I feel like this is it's a good reward for me, as well as the rest of my cast. I've seen them all. We've been here late nights, about 9 o'clock at sometimes, after school, after a hard day of school, and we've all put in a lot of effort. And I think that this trip really shows us, hard work really does give us a reward. And not only that, but I feel like also, if we present this show to the world, right, at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, if we present this show to the world, it's showing how far we've come as a program, and also it shows our high school that we have done amazing things. So it's just a way of presenting ourselves and showing how much how much respect we should get.
Well, for starters, the reason I'm excited to go to Scotland is because this is the biggest performing arts festival in the world. It's a huge honor to be invited. It's a huge honor that we're going to be able to go, and I think just being part of something so monumental is just an absolutely fantastic experience that I can't wait to have. For this trip, each participant has to raise $6,000. And while that does seem like a lot, it actually encompasses even more than you would expect. It encompasses airfare, hotel accommodations, it gets us access to the festival, it pays for our space at the festival where we're going to perform. What it really does is it really just provides everything we're going to need there so that when we're there we can just focus on performing. The only thing is we have 30 kids going, so 30 times 6,000, that equals 180,000. And once again, this may seem like a lot, but when you're actually thinking about all that it provides, it is not as substantial as it may seem. In the end, our entire goal would actually be to pay back all of the families. Right now we've been giving deposits of different increments of money as time goes on, and in the end the goal of our booster club would be to pay back all of the money that each family has individually given, and the only way this can happen is through fundraising. So we've been doing things such as dinner theaters, haunted houses. We're going to be doing a couple more shows that all the funds will go towards raising this money, and hopefully in the end we can cut the cost down to, if not zero, very minimal per family. Why should you support our trip? Why should you support one of 30 American high schools going to perform in the world's largest theater festival? Don't know. Well, let's see. Maybe one, because we're one of 30 American high schools going to perform in the world's largest theater festival. Also, because we're one of 2,000 applicants who were asked to apply. And because we have been nominated from places such as the University of Washington and other performing arts schools around the area. And basically because you should want to help the arts. At this point in time, we are putting all of our money into football and band. We don't even have a theater anymore at our school. What we are filming this right now in a band room. We are filming this in someone else's facility because we don't have one. We are one of the few high schools that has been traveling around. We have not performed in a theater in 3 years. When I joined this theater program, the first show I performed was at a different school. Since then, I have not performed a single show in my 3 years at my high school, and still may not be able to, but I will be performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So I think that says enough about our theater program to say that we're a lot more important, such as other things, than football or band, which are all important to somebody, but we are the world's oldest art, and it's time that we got respected for it. So why should you support Bellevue High School going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival? Well, for starters, we're one of 30 American high schools that was actually accepted into this festival, one of 2,000 that applied. And honestly, we're a little different from all those other applicants. Why? Because we don't have a space. Right now, we're not filming this in a theater, we're not filming this in our green room, we are filming this in the band room at Bellevue High School. The thing is, we haven't had a theater in 3 years. The very first show I did here, we did it at a different school. And since then, I haven't done a single show at Bellevue. Why are we going? Because we're that good. So why are we going? I guess you could also ask, why Edinburgh? Well, Edinburgh is the world's oldest performing arts festival. It was created specifically for the art of theater. And as a modern day theater company, I think that it's fantastic that we get the chance to go. I think that it's phenomenal that anybody gets the chance to go. I think it's phenomenal that we are still celebrating this art thousands and thousands of years after its creation. So why are we performing? Because we love it. Because it's our life. Because it's what we do as actors. we perform.
The opportunity for anybody, especially a high school student, to travel abroad, and especially the opportunity to take their talent from here to Edinburgh and perform at the biggest arts festival in the world, is astronomical in its ramifications of what it can do for that child's self-respect, self-esteem. How much does that cost? It's priceless. Unfortunately, it's not. It does cost money. And that money that it's going to cost is going to be about $6,000 per student. Now, for that kind of money, what the student will get is 12 days in London and Scotland, performing, seeing shows, attending workshops, seeing some of the greatest historic sites on the planet. Where does the money come from? You, your generosity and your belief in the same thing we believe in, that theater is life, and life is something that has a legacy, and that legacy comes through our children. And our children deserve the right. They don't deserve the right, they need the right to be able to expand and to explore, to be able to make themselves better. That's why we're asking you for this money. We're asking you to simply donate, whether it's $6 or $60 or $60,000, to donate the money to help us take our children to expand their minds, to expand their talents, to share with them the world around us and have the world around us shared by them. I am Mr. Klein.
David Klein.
I am Mr. David Klein. Keep forgetting. Oh, I'm Mr. David Klein. I'm the drama teacher at Bellevue High School. I have been here now for about 20 years, teaching and also as the drama coach. I had the opportunity and the honor of working with over 1,000 kids. This is the first time we've had the opportunity and the honor to take these kids to the most prestigious arts festival on the planet. Our goals in fundraising is we would like to fund every child 100%. And we have set that goal, and we have been working towards that, doing a variety of things. We have a booster club that has been working non-stop. We have done a haunted house. We have done a dinner theater. We may be doing Highland Games. We have fundraisers going on all of the time. So our goal is to give every child here at Bellevue High School involved in this production the opportunity to take their performance and take their talents to Edinburgh. There's nothing like theater. There is nothing like the art of theater. It's a part of us. It is our existence. It is who we are. It speaks to parts of our soul that are so old. It almost talks in a language we've forgotten. It is everything we do every single day. To understand theater is to understand life. It is the experience of community, of being around others, of being able to communicate, to be able to communicate well. It does wonderful things for your self-respect and your respect for your community. Theater is vital. Art is vital. We are older than history. We are older than the English language. We are older than science. We are theater. Theater is who we are. It's really easy to live in an environment like Bellevue, which is surrounded by such opulence like Microsoft and Starbucks and Boeing, and to, make the assumption that everybody here is just rich. And the truth of the matter is they're not. This is a very eclectic community when it comes to economics. And there are some kids that need the support. And I really sincerely mean need the support. They need the help financially to get them to Edinburgh. That is why it is so important for us to continue our fundraising, why it is so important for us to make every single effort to try to fund every single kid equally and equitably to get them to Edinburgh. Besides, it's going to be a lot of fun.